How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Prison Architect. Welcome back to Prison Architect Gangs, to Free for Life, and whatever other expansions I have running at the moment. I'm aware it's been a little while since the last episode, and I do apologize for that, but a City Skylines expansion came out, and you know how it is. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know how it be when a City Skylines expansion comes out. It's just how things work around here. Sometimes it takes a priority. But since the last episode, I have gone ahead and I have happened to finish our Supermax facility. And this place is actually kind of cool because we have snipers, we have a library, we have shops, we have a chapel, we have everything you could possibly need. But we only have like 2 prisoners in here. At least I'm relatively sure we only have like 2 prisoners in here. Yeah, we have these guys. They're both gang leaders. That's it. That's essentially the reason I built Supermax, was to put the gang leaders into Supermax. And if we go and look at intelligence and we look at gangs, we can see, you know, there are lieutenants still around. I'm pretty sure that's what this little silver diamond means. But that's probably fine, so long as they're not taking orders from their leader, which they can't do. Because the leaders are confined to a completely separate part of the prison. We might see the gangs chill a little bit, although I am going to go around and try to evict them from absolutely everything that they're claiming as their own right now. I also like that, in a way, this is, I guess, claimed by staff right now, which is fair enough. I do, like I said, though, want to evict them from just about everything, which I think I've managed to do there, so we'll let staff go around and sort of do their thing. And man, for someone that's dead, this guy's having a great time. That's, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. What's your name? What was it? Alfredo? Okay. Well, Alfredo's having a great time. But like I said, I've moved the gang leaders into this new facility. And what I'm thinking I want to do is essentially build this again as a form of protective custody. I feel like we could probably move snitches and ex-law enforcement into a facility like this. And all I would really need to do is go to objects and go to good old dismantle. And I want to get rid of all the trees down here. I want to get rid of these walls down here as well. And essentially, we can just clone the building at the top. We can clone the Supermax facility and build it again, which is I feel like that's practical, but I feel like it's also not exactly very inspired, right? I feel like we could build a cool-looking protective custody facility, but I've got to be honest, I also just... It's not that I don't care about building a cool-looking protected custody facility, I don't know that they need it, to be honest. Oh my god, that's a lot of workers. Good lord. That's also a lot of guards coming over here. I mean, I guess I do have them assigned to patrol and things like that, don't I? We have guards patrolling the cells. We have everything set up here. We really, really do. In terms of deployment, I don't know if I've actually done any deployment other than cooks in here. It's entirely possible there's 0 deployment and it's all... Yeah, I think it is actually all... Oh, no, there is deployment. We have a security room down here. But the rest of it is essentially just patrols. So overnight we have some patrols. At all points throughout the day, we just have a bunch of guards patrolling, which is probably overkill, given that there are only 2 prisoners in here. But what I'm thinking we can do is go to intelligence and go to the security menu and... Well, here's the problem. If we look at prisoner type and we look at dangerous, it is essentially all of them. Every single prisoner is considered dangerous. These guys, though, are considered vulnerable. So I think we're just gonna... I'm gonna stop just talking about it, and I'm gonna actually build a protective custody thing. So if we go to quick build and we go to custom, we can just clone this entire thing. And again, I know it's not exactly inspired, but I think it will be good to protect these guys. So essentially, this is what we're doing. It is going to be quite expensive to do this, but that's why I'm chopping down some trees, and we can go chop some trees out of this space as well. And I'm not even going to prioritize this right now because I do want the trees to be the priority. I also kind of like the idea of saying that maybe we do want to demolish these walls down here, get those out of there. We can also go to flooring and say we want to sell all of this flooring that we have around here, because we don't really need that either. And that should give us, what, $9,000, which is totally fine by me. So we'll get that going. We'll get this facility going as well. Maybe, oh, why are there 12 deaths today? There's been like 3 in there and they're all guards. Has this guy managed to, good Lord, beat that man? Just beat him. These guards are just, they're useless. I swear, they really are. They just like they look at a prisoner who's losing his mind and they're like, hey, no, that's enough. And it just doesn't work. So while that building is going on, I do want to take a second and say that I have noticed some comments talking about the various things that could be causing issues within my prison, and essentially what it seems to come down to is that my general setup might be kind of terrible. Some of my mutators, even ones that aren't on anymore, might be still having residual problems, but also the fact that it's possible that they are feeling way too suppressed, essentially. I mean, staff morale is low for one, which is a problem. Prisoners aren't happy about being unnecessarily searched, and 115 of them feel that they have been. But we can see, 171 prisoners are feeling suppressed. Oh, for God's sake. Why? Where? Why? What are you what's your goal here? Really good riot there, guys. Really good. Okay, they did actually manage to kill 2 guards. Fair enough. All right. Oh, he's having a go as well. All right. Are they done? No, they're not. That one's done. I think we're done now. Oh, no, there's another one having a go. All right, he's been beat unconscious, and that guard has been... How did they kill an armed... Yeah, I feel like they're probably just a bit too suppressed, but I'm not getting rid of guards. I mean, this is the thing, right? Wait, 98 prisoners are shackled in their cells or in solitary. Hold on a minute. Now, hold on a minute. That seems like a lot. That seems like that would annoy them, right? I'm not exactly sure how 100 prisoners are shackled in their cells. My punishments might be too severe. I wonder if that's maybe part of the problem. Is that for, like, destruction they get 12 hours. Let's bring that down to, like, 6. If they try to escape, I'm going to bring that up to, like, 24 hours. Right? That should be quite high if you try to break out. If you attack a prisoner, sure. If you attack staff, let's bring that down to like 12. Right? So we'll see how that goes. Serious injury. I mean, I I don't know. Intoxication is going to be like 3 hours. Murder is 3 days. That's fine. Weapons, honestly, lockdown. We'll just go for lockdown on that one. I think that's probably the fair way to go on that. So let's see. Murder, yes. Narcotics, lockdown, and we'll just do 12 hours on production. So that'll help things a little bit. Also, meal quantity high, meal variety high. Thank you very much. Also, this is, what is this? Select, unselect. That's all prison levels. Parole cutoff is fine. We could do some farming. Visiting hours. Higher visitation times will provide higher needs boosts and the boost's duration, with visitation only available from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I want all of them to be, like here, I guess. Do I have to drag all of these individually? Oh, for God's sake, I think I do. I don't mind giving them like 2.5 hours of visitation time, or like 2 hours, like literally double it. That's actually fine by me. I don't mind that at all. And that might make them a little happier, right? That seems like a way to do it. Here's more time to see your loved ones. Here's less punishment for not killing people, but here's less punishment for the stupid things that you do. And I mean, we're also moving the snitches and the whatever else into here. So I feel like we're on the right path, right? I feel like it's only up from here, except for this guy who is beat unconscious. I say it's only up from here. They are still kind of furious, but with a little bit of time and a little bit of pulling my hair out, we'll get somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be a good place, but we'll get somewhere. Now, I do think we need to deal with staff morale being low, and I think a way we can potentially deal with that is by building a staff canteen. We have all these empty rooms, and I don't remember what they were supposed to be. So we'll go to rooms, we'll go and search for a canteen, and essentially that's what this can go ahead and be. It is already a staff canteen, which is lovely. And if we search for canteen in here, I guess what we can do is just get some serving tables, right? We'll start with some serving tables, the way we absolutely should. We can get a nice bin right there. A nice bin is maybe not the word to use, but a bin. And I'm gonna go for oak tables. We're gonna go a little bit fancy on this one, and we'll make the place kind of nice, right? We'll make it a really pleasant place for my staff to get their food. And I mean, it's not exactly a huge space. I don't know if it's going to be super efficient for my staff to eat here, but at the very least, it's a staff canteen and it's closer to everything else. So let's go ahead and prioritize building things in there. And in terms of logistics, food distribution, it is going to be going to those canteens from here and also to the staff canteen from here as well, which is perfect. So that should hopefully improve the mood of my staff. It should mean that they... Why did I... Oh yeah, I put staff rooms in there because we did toilets in there. I forgot about that. I was going to say, why haven't I built a staff room back here? And I feel like I should. I feel like that's the other thing we should do, is build a staff room just in this space, because again, we sort of can. So if I search, staff and hit enter, we need this to be indoors. We need a drink machine. We need a wide sofa. So let's do a couple of drinks machines. Let's do a couple of snack machines, and let's do, I don't know, a bookshelf, an oval table or something. We'll do an oval table there, and we'll do, I don't know if these bookshelves do anything, to be quite honest. We'll do like a large TV, perhaps. So a nice large TV there, a nice wide sofa sort of there and there. I think that might be backwards. No, it wasn't backwards. That's okay. We can do a nice plant in the corner. We can do a nice fan right there, I guess. And we can do just whatever's going to entertain them. A little bit of table football by the vending machines. A little bit of table tennis just over this way. Maybe a chess table. It doesn't really matter. I also don't know if I can put this in a staff room. I don't know if a serving table is actually something that'll get used in the staff room, but I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. Let's do some other wide sofas as well. We'll do like 3 of them down here so they can sit and chill. Do some wooden tables between them. We'll do a coat stand in the corner. I'm just trying to make the place nice, really. That's kind of the goal, is make it just sort of, I don't know, pleasant to be in. And just give them things to do. We'll give them maybe some arcade cabinets as well. We'll do a couple of arcade cabinets right there, and a couple of arcade cabinets right there, and prioritize, and that should keep staff happy in this space. They'll have a canteen where they can get some food. They'll have a staff room where they can chill. That should be fine, right? That's the hope. I also want, I think, dark wood floors in there. I think that's going to look really good too. So hopefully now my staff can chill just a little bit more, and maybe that'll help them stop murdering prisoners. I say murdering. Responding so enthusiastically to prisoners getting uppity is the phrase we'll use on official documentation from the prison, but internally we know what's going on. The staff are in a bad place, morale is low, and yeah, hopefully this canteen and hopefully this staff room just helps them out. That's really all I need it to do. And it is kind of weird, because looking at it, I mean, looking at staff needs, 75% of them can go on break at any one time. We could bring that up to 100, but that seems like a terrible idea. I could bring up to 85%, let more of them go on break. But looking at it, it seems like it's mostly rest, right? It seems like, rest is the big thing that they need. 297 of them are concerned about this need. So I'm not really sure what we do there, because we do have, you know, we have this staff room here. We have a staff room down here. We have a staff room over here. We have 2 more over here. And we don't have one over here. Okay. That probably contributes to the problem. Or contributes. Ooh. I really need to not think about pronunciation right now. Yeah, that probably doesn't help. So let's get another staff room, right? Although apparently it's forestry, that's why. So staff room here. The flooring is going to be this dark wood, which again is fine. And in terms of being a staff room, let's do... I wonder if these wide sofas actually count. I hope they do. We'll do a couple of wide sofas there. We'll do a nice large TV there. We'll do a lamp in this corner. We can do maybe a radio sort of down here as well. And actually, this reminds me of something I saw on the Prison Architect Twitter. Apparently, if you put a radio in a cafeteria, it can help with the entertainment needs of your prisoners. So let's give that a shot over there. Let's give it a shot in the staff canteen as well, because that might help my staff just chill a little bit. And we can obviously do it over on this side as well. It might just help them relax. I don't know if staff have an entertainment need, but if they do, this will probably help. We're also missing a bit of wall here, which is interesting. Can I get just a section of white wall there, please? And then back in here, I want the radio. And I mean, we could just put it central, but I think what I'll do is I'll put one here, and I'll put one there. And we'll go down and do exactly the same thing at the bottom. We'll put one there and put one there. And then we can do the same with the staff canteen too. We'll put one just here, and we'll put a radio just here as well. So that should be pretty good. If it works, that's going to entertain people. That should keep them happy, and that's kind of what we need. But this does need to be a staff room. So let's go again and search for staff. And I think what we'll do is we'll get a coffee machine. That seems like a good thing to have, is a coffee machine in that corner. We'll get them some arcade cabinets, and we'll get them a little bit of table tennis, a little bit of table football as well, and that should be fine, honestly. Although I think they do like to relax, so maybe some sofas down the sides. Maybe what we do is throw these ones in just to make sure that it all works. And we'll prioritize. It also looks like the floor got cancelled. So let's do the laminate fireproof one instead. So there we go. We'll prioritize that. That might help my staff in this area. And it might help the morale go up a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it helps us out. I mean, we're down to 8 deaths today. That's actually pretty good, considering it was like 19 yesterday. So here's what I want to see. We have all of our prisoners moving out to get some food. We currently have a bit of a recreation need, so let's see, does recreation go down when they get into the canteen? And looking at it, it seems like it is. It's kind of hard to say. Comfort's there a little bit as well. I don't know that it's necessarily going down. It seemed like it went down a little bit, right? It seems like there was a little bit of a decrease in it there, so I don't know. Oh, it does. It has a radius. You can literally hover over it. So yeah, that should like cheer them up a little bit, right? Environment, they hate dirty conditions. Yeah, I mean, that seems fine. That seems okay. Rest for staff is kind of a problem at the minute. Food is doing all right. Safety is fine. Environment is fine. It's honestly the rest thing that's kind of the biggest problem. Wait a minute, hydration is a thing? None have this need, keeping low hydration. Isn't this... That might be something to do with like one of the desert environments or something. I'm not really too sure on that, but... Yeah, I don't know, I guess... I mean, the radios have a radius, which is cool. I actually like that a lot. I like that there is a fixed radius there so that, you know, people can... I guess listen to it and chill. The TV has a radius as well, so that's a bit of entertainment for people. So that's good. Is my other staff room done? It is. It actually looks pretty cool. There's still an arcade cabinet to go in, but that should help our staff out just a little bit. It'll give them somewhere to chill over at this end of things. This building, still very much a work in progress. I imagine it's probably going to be for a while. Although looking at it, I mean, it seems like the yard might actually be about the only part of this that still needs worked on. So maybe once that's done, the building itself gets built. And then we spend, you know, a couple of $100,000 on the furniture for this thing, which we obviously can't afford, so we might be waiting a little while, but that's also why I've got my workers out chopping down trees. So not really the end of the world. We can, you know, we'll survive it. I'm also going to turn off this tunnel search because that overlay, I just can't be bothered looking at it right now. I'm not really too concerned about tunnels. What are they going to do? Dig out to the forest and then realize that there's a perimeter wall? Come on, they're not going anywhere. They know how good they got. They know how good they got things here. Oh, they're rioting. Never mind. They don't know how good they got. They don't know how good it is here, I guess. Wait. I love the red lasers. It's so dark. It's so ridiculous. You just get snipers everywhere. That's pretty grim, is what that is. Let's go ahead and clean up this graffiti. We'll get that out of here. And how does a guard pavilion work again? That's something I'm curious about. Guard pavilion. Place in yards and open areas for guards. Assign guards via deployment. Increases level of suppression. Guards are sheltered from weather. Okay. All right. This seems like a great idea. Let's let's suppress my prisoners. They're gonna love it. They're going to love this, I'm sure. They're already feeling quite suppressed, so yeah, this ought to be fine. 2 prisoners unable to be assigned to a cell. Are we by chance? Wait, why? Oh, no, that'd be why. Well, turns out that tunnel search was actually quite effective. Let's get those out of there and let's prioritize that, please. Oh, now this is interesting. It seems we have a new gang leader for the Bonebreakers. We have this guy, Kroger. So you, fella, are going to be getting transferred over to Supermax. You need to be got out of here is what you need. And he doesn't seem like he's in a very good mood about that, but he needs moved into the other end of the prison, quite frankly, so that things are the way they should be. We shouldn't have gang leaders in this section of prison at any point, so hopefully that's something we can sort out. Hopefully we can also deal with this morale problem, because it is slightly, well, funnily enough, demoralizing, is that it is an ongoing issue, but we'll see what happens. I'm also hoping these guys manage to finish this construction. It looks like it's done. I've got to, like, it looks like it's, the entire building is done. It's just kind of, you know, if I try to prioritize anything, it's there. They're also kind of like moving around walls. I think there's gonna be like 1 or 2 parts in here that aren't finished. But other than that, I mean, it'd be great. It'd be great to see this done so that we can go ahead and start moving people into protective custody. I will say it's going to have the wrong color of walls. That is something I totally forgot about. It's going to have the rad walls of Supermax, but I can probably change that, right? I can at least change the ones in the yard so that they're yellow, and I can move the vulnerable inmates in here. And I mean, if we look at intelligence and we look at the security menu, we still have a few vulnerable ones. So yeah, that's probably fair enough. And honestly, the vulnerable inmates, I imagine, are probably going to be the ones that we can potentially reform. And that is still something I want to do. I don't think we've actually successfully reformed anybody. So if we could do that, it'd be kind of great. You know, get the tattoo removal stuff back in here. Get just all the rehab stuff that they need. That's still the goal here. I know we haven't touched on it in a while, but I'd like to do it. I'm pretty sure I still have grants that want me to do it as well. Yeah, reform 15 gang members. There's 66 prisoners awaiting solitary. Oh man. We really got to get more cells for solitary, don't we? That is wild. That is too many. Why are there 66 prisoners awaiting solitary? That's ridiculous. No wonder they're annoyed. Oh, it just bought everything for the interior, and that was a lot of money. It was so much money. But at the very least, it does mean that this place is very close to being done. So we'll prioritize all of this. Oh, that was so much money. That means we've got a lot of trucks going to be coming in here as well. That's fine. That's totally okay. It's good. It is a good thing that we're moving towards getting this done. We can, like I said, we can get the vulnerable prisoners over and in here. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We have managed to get Supermax going. There's only 2 people in here. There's a lot of cells. We're going to have like 8 vulnerable prisoners. So we'll go ahead and leave it there for today. Next time, we'll come back and we'll have the vulnerable prisoners set up to go into this, this cell block. And what we can focus on is hopefully getting some reform programs going so we can get tattoo removal and we can hopefully move towards getting some gang members to give up their colors and essentially be reformed, right? Hopefully we can turn this into the kind of prison where the violence goes away and they just embrace each other in a loving way rather than a violent, murderous, you know, bloodthirsty kind of way. So we'll see if they do that. I think it's safe to say my track record thus far is pretty good. So I think it's safe to say that there's a good chance. There's a chance. What I'm saying is there's a chance that it might work. So yeah, gonna leave it there for today. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. Gonna try and have Prison Architect back a little bit more regularly because I'm trying to not abandon series. That's kind of my goal right now. So there's probably, oh, they're killing each other again. All right, well, it was too good to be true, wasn't it? All right. Get the army in there. Send in the army. Let's get this dealt. Stop killing my guard. Please stop killing my guards. Please. Okay, I need an actual good guard response, or they're all going to. How? How did all of my guards die? I don't like. What are the? Okay. All right. Free fire, please. Let's have free firing and let's deal with these guys. They're just running. No one gonna stop this guy. He's got a set of keys and this guy has a baton. What are they doing? Why are they being treated? Okay. All right. Well, fair enough. We're not done in here. They are still in charge of that space. I need a guard response that's actually gonna deal with this. Please. Like, we need guards going in there and doing work. All right. There we go. Start shooting. That's more like it. That certainly stopped them, didn't it? All right, that room is mine again. We can turn off free fire. Anyway, like I said, there's a good chance that the prisoners will embrace peace and tranquility. So, yeah, we'll leave it there and we'll go for that. That's the goal, is what it is. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.